Welcome back, guys. Jedi here. I have been training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a little over 6 years now, and in that time, I have competed in over 50 tournaments. And so what I'm going to do for you guys today is give you, based on my own experience, what are the 6 most effective strength and conditioning exercises that are going to help to improve and increase your on-mat performance. Let's go ahead and roll the intro. Now, before we get into any of this, it's crucial for you to understand that any type of strength and conditioning routine that you guys are going to add on to the training that you already do should never be taken as a replacement for good technique. And the only purpose that it serves is to give you another advantage when it comes time to compete. And let's say you and your opponent are maybe equally matched. Most likely in that scenario, it's going to be the person with the better conditioning that's going to take the win. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into these exercises. Now, the first exercise should come as no surprise to all you seasoned vets out there. All it is live rolling. Guys, if there is one exercise that you use from all of these 6 exercises that I'm giving you today, this is by far the most important one. The reason being is that in Jiu-Jitsu, there are so many coordinated full body movements that you're going to be doing, most of which are going to use muscles in your body that are incredibly hard to train and condition through any activity other than Jiu-Jitsu. And for this reason, based on my experience, live rolling is by far the #1 exercise that you can do to improve your strength and conditioning and performance when it comes to competition day. Now, the second exercise we're gonna go over is one that I've been using consistently for the past 8 or so months, I'd say. And since I've been doing it consistently, I have noticed such a drastic change in my conditioning and in my performance. And it's actually a exercise that I started doing because Faraz Sahabi from TriStar Gym said that it's one of those high payoff exercises that is good for any type of competitive athlete, whether it's in jiu-jitsu, mixed martial arts, boxing, football, any type of sport. This is something that is going to pay dividends in all of those sports. What it is high intensity cardio. What high intensity cardio is going to do for you guys is it's going to give you more explosion in those situations where perhaps you're going for a takedown against somebody that's really good at defending takedowns, and so you need that extra push and that extra drive. It's also going to help you recover from your rolling a lot quicker. My personal preference when it comes to high intensity cardio is definitely sprints. What I've been doing for the past 8 months now, every single week, super consistently. Obviously, I'll warm up first, but then I'll get on the treadmill. I'll set the incline up to 13 or so, and then I'll do either 11 and a half, sometimes 12 miles an hour. What I'll do then is I'll sprint for 15 seconds, take 45 seconds off. That's 1 rep. I'll do 5 reps for my first set. I'll rest about 5 minutes, and then I'll do 4 or even 5 reps for my second set. And this is a routine that I would definitely recommend for anybody. It's super quick. You only do it 1 time a week. And it's just gonna pay so many dividends when it comes to giving you that extra bit of recovery and that extra bit of explosiveness that's gonna help you so much while you're rolling. Exercise number 3, the deadlift. With all the core heavy movements in jiu-jitsu, posturing out of your opponent's guard, getting your hips under your partner's hips to finish any type of takedown, This is another one of those exercises that if you give it a little bit of consistency and build a little bit of strength in this area, it's going to pay huge dividends when it comes time to roll. Now, unfortunately, this is one of the exercises that I personally avoid, and that's because I have a history of back problems with all the wrestling, all the jiu-jitsu, all the training that I already do. That puts a lot of strain on my back, on my spine, and so when I'm in the gym, the last thing that I'm trying to do is stimulate my back again and put myself at risk of injury. However, you could easily work around this weakness with the next two exercises that I'm going to give you guys. So the next exercise is going to be the row. This is also one of those exercises that will give you a little bit of extra strength and teach you how to posture a little bit better. And let's be real, it's also gonna go ahead and give you wide lats and give you a sick aesthetic, so who doesn't want that? But in all seriousness, this is one of those exercises that is pretty important if you're trying to build extra strength that is tailored to doing jiu-jitsu. It's going to help you in those situations where you have a grip of some sort and you need to strengthen it a little bit. It's gonna give you more strength with that. Like I said, it's also gonna give you better posture. I personally prefer the machine cable roll. However, if you prefer using free weights, you could use the bent over barbell roll. You could use the dumbbell roll. All of these are good. They're gonna build your back strength, which is gonna give you extra pulling power and extra posturing power. All right, exercise number 5 is going to be the leg press. This is also a great exercise for building explosiveness to finish your takedowns, building extra strength to posture. It'll also give you a sick pump because your legs are such a huge muscle group in your body, and that's just gonna feel so awesome. Obviously, a lot of people skip leg day for that reason, but don't be one of those people. Build your quads, build your hammies, build your glutes. You're gonna thank me for it later. Now, the reason I prefer the leg press over, let's say, the squat is for the same reason that I don't do a whole lot of deadlifting, and that's because the leg press really doesn't require any back strength at all, while the squat, while it's primarily a leg workout, it also puts a little bit of strain on your back, and for that reason I avoid the squat and I prefer doing the leg press instead. Now, you can either do the leg press with a narrow low stance to activate more of your quads, or you can do it with a wider stance, which is going to activate more of your hammies and more of your glutes. I personally would recommend both of these leg press variations just because it's going to help you build a more well-rounded physique and more well-rounded strength. Sixth and final exercise today is going to be the good old-fashioned bench press. Now, in addition to giving you a more aesthetic physique and giving you an awesome pump, both of which are awesome, what this is going to help you with as far as jiu-jitsu goes is giving you more pushing power, both behind your frames and behind your straight arms. This is going to be so crucial for various straight arm escapes, for escapes where you have to frame from bottom side control, and it'll also give you a stronger frame from half guard, butterfly guard, Z guard, all of which are just gonna make you a better jiu-jitsu athlete overall. I'm a personal fan of the shoulder press and the incline bench press, but any type of pressing variation is going to help you in this area. You can do the straight old flat bench press, or you can do any type of decline bench press as well. All of these variations will do just fine in making you a better overall athlete. Anyways, guys, those are the 6 exercises that are going to help you the most in improving your jiu-jitsu rolling performance, both in competition and on the mats in training. Number 1, live rolling. Number 2, high intensity cardio. Number 3, the deadlift. Number 4, the row. Number 5, the leg press. And number 6, the bench press. If you guys are still watching, I appreciate you for sticking around to the end. Drop a big thumbs up if you found this video helpful. If you like this kind of format of video, let me know down in the comments. Also, if you have an idea of what you want me to go over next, also drop it down there in the comments. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, because I release a new video just like this one every single Friday that you guys do not want to miss out on. I will see you guys next week. Remember, stay consistent.
You better talk, I don't talk, I get it. Yeah, you know I'm about it, if it kill me, I'ma let it. Run into the bag like I'm so athletic. I've been up since 6, making hits like tennis.